Hi, Calpun Pisa here. You know, the greatest problems today is that people and scholars don't see religious beliefs as a form of schizophrenia, like they are. All religious beliefs accept imaginary friends as reality. And the same thing happens in schizophrenia. In Christianity, you have resurrecting zombies. In schizophrenia, you have alien implants in your brain. And there's so many people that have schizotypal and they are not even diagnosed. And this is what Dawkins, scientists and scholars like Dennett, and a lot of mentally healthy atheists don't say. Even Hitchens. No one mentions this. You're never going to put down and put all these people that believe in God in their place as psychotic and nuts, screwing up the country, and creating all this immorality, if you do not mention and expose religion as a mental illness. You'll never get anywhere. Dawkins will never get anywhere. You're wasting your time. Hitchens, Sam Harris, all these guys, those brilliant minds, never get anywhere if you don't expose the disease for what it is. And they ought to be, studying neurology and neuroscience so you understand that these people are nuts. And let's expose them. You have to expose them. Brilliant minds like Dawkins, Dennett, and Sam Harris, they see the world with tunnel vision goggles. You have to connect the dots so you understand that the brain is the creator of thought and the mind. When it malfunctions and you start creating God, and you have a big education, and you believe in resurrected zombies or alien implants, your mind is defective. That's what happened in religion.
Look at that. Look at
Over 900 men, women, and children were poisoned at Jonestown, including Tim Carter's wife and one-year-old son.
That's Christ-psychosis for you. Look at that.
Along with Carter, only a few others escaped from Jonestown with their lives.
Look at that. That's, nobody remembers this.
Jones himself was found with a fatal gunshot wound to the head.
Religious is very dangerous. It's a psychosis. Believing God is a psychosis.
In the aftermath of Jonestown, many presume that the cult members drank poison. His quest for purity and enthusiasm led to apocalyptic fascination.
Cult. Cult is nothing but a small religion.
One does not simply...
Mr. Dawkins doesn't even see that the religious and Christianity, they are all mental illness. Theology is just a mental disorder, just like a schizophrenia. They don't see it. Scientists at the Berkeley Center, faith complex, they don't see it. You cannot have peace with religion. Religion is a mental illness. It's like a schizophrenics, believing in imaginary friends fighting each other.
Passively await.
Religious beliefs are a psychosis that produces the brain.
Joins in that process to help it along.
Asahara's apocalyptic obsession was a full-time project for the cult.
For the religion.
In blind obedience
to the Pope too, and tell him what he says.
Poison gas all over Tokyo.
All religions are psychosis.
Would think the Americans had done it. The Americans would think the Japanese had done it. Other major powers.
Monday morning rush hour. As millions of commuters
poison to everybody. It's a psychosis.
Throughout the city.
Nice guys.
And to cause suffocation, convulsions, and death.
Religious beliefs are a psychosis that produced by the brain.
Injured in the Tokyo subway attack.
Religious beliefs are very, very dangerous psychosis.
Governments began to realize
it's a hidden form of schizophrenia.
As a weapon to do battle with the terrorist cult.
Religious. It's in front of us.
The kind of terrorists
they're everywhere. There's lunatics. They belong in mental institutions. The psychosis called religious beliefs should be addressed by neurologists. And it doesn't. They don't. It's a religion. And then when somebody goes insane, it's a cult. No, bullshit. All religions are the same. They believe in imaginary friends.
With the significance of the religious PI began
stupid books like that.
To identify which cults out of the thousands in
existence. Which cults? Religions. A religion. What part of religion is psychosis don't you understand? That word cult. Everything starts with a cult. Religion starts with a cult, with a belief, which is believing in imaginary friends and nonsense.
A catastrophic end of the world might itself turn to rhetorical violence, descriptions that happen in texts, and actual violence perpetrated in the world.
It happens in the brain.
Description serious.
What part of being insane don't you understand?
That the world will end. And in
That's a belief. That's a religious belief that gives you that crap.
Actually become violent.
Like, this is sin, and the other thing is sin, and Jews are killed Christ, and all that crap.
Then we have Hitchens, which is a brilliant mind, but he's ignorant of religious beliefs. He is completely ignorant of where they originated from. And there is psychosis. And then he comes out with looking at one thing, the Ten Commandments. Nonsense. It came from the Egyptian religion. He should get educated on that. It's a disorder.
Talk about the 10.
See that?
Who am I?
Even Hitchens doesn't understand it. Religious people are psychotic. They're no different than schizophrenics. He's wasting his time here. Like talking to schizophrenic. What does this mean? Nothing. Means nothing. All religious beliefs accept imaginary friends as reality, just like a schizophrenic.
Mentally healthy atheists, like Hitchens and Dawkins, they will never get anywhere unless they equate religious beliefs with mental illness.
Come from religion.
Trying to prevent cultic violence and a cult.
Religion is a group of cults. They all start as cults. It's believing in insanity, believing in imaginary friends.
Opportunities for cultic tragedy.
It's like, well, delusions can become a schizophrenia. You know, yeah, of course, they're all insanities.
From the life everybody else lives.
Used to threaten the safety of the world.
Religious psychosis
To learn from the
threatens fanaticism, idiots.
There are no
Religious psychosis, that's what's threatening the world. That's insanity.
And resist.
We're believing God nonsense.
When law enforcement
All religious beliefs.
with
Look at
religious
that.
groups, there are opportunities for success, but there's no guarantee of success.
This is to abolish religion. This is psychosis, treated just like a schizophrenia.
Sadistic killing.
Yeah, thanks to religious beliefs.
His most shocking.
Look at that. Even Sam Harris doesn't even realize it.
Free to admit.
You don't understand. You're creating everything with the brain.
We don't understand.
You know, religious beliefs are no different than schizophrenic beliefs. The same thing, and they all accept imaginary friends of reality. So you people are wasting your time unless you actually say, hey, religious beliefs are mental illness. So that's what sadism comes from.
Using the guise of faith and selflessness.
What I mean is the guise of faith. Faith is a fucking psychosis, moron.
Obedience. And
God, idiots.
religion.
Respect the religions, my ass. Do you know about the Crusades?
Disaster.
The Inquisitions? Are they respected?
Defining characteristics.
Idiots. It's a psychosis.
In a cult,
We don't need it in the 21st century.
Concept of helter-skelter. If you keep doing it over again while you're taking drugs and you're involved in this environment, eventually...
Another Christ.
At age 19, Leslie Van Houten believed in helter-skelter and in slave-like devotion to Charles Manson. She would take part in one of the most outrageous crimes.
We're talking about consciousness.
See, even the scientists don't even mention, you know, Christians are not different than schizophrenics. People of faith. It's a psychosis. It's happening in the brain.
Yeah, Dr. Kako is a brilliant mind. Mentally healthy atheist. In this series, I conclude my my videos talking about religious psychosis, schizophrenia, and how it evolved into what it is today, a disorder, a mental illness that nobody seems to see. Watch my other videos and to understand what I'm talking about. Kako and these other scientists, you know, speaking about consciousness, were born lacking belief. No God. Garbage. If they would have start believing in the fantasies of childhood and all that, and getting educated and still believing in resurrecting zombies or alien implants, and you're 23 and you have a PhD, you know, like Francis Collins, and you still believe in resurrected zombies, hey, that's religion. And this is a mental illness. It originates in the brain. Nobody's born believing in God and crap like that. This is the problem with mentally healthy atheists today. Religion must be exposed for the psychosis it is. It's not needed in the 21st century. It's going to screw all of us. It's going to destroy us as a species with this delirium and believing God crap. Mentally healthy scholars or atheists, as Dawkins and Hitchens, must remove their tunnel vision goggles and realize that when a person has bizarre delusions, it's either suffering from religion or schizophrenia. It is a mental disorder, people. Patch it your own.